All right, you should by now have your first floor plan pretty much organized. Of course, it is still a working plan. You can still move things around, but it should be very close to what the end product is going to look like. Before we move on to the second floor, there's some things we have to finish in the first floor. And first off, we need a floor. Right now, we don't have a floor. If you were to go to your 3D view and pan this thing up, you'd see that it's just hollow. You have no floor. There's a couple of things we got to do. We're going to, add a type of floor, some styling or what have you to it, and we also have to add some slab to the floor as well. So here's what we're going to do. Going back to floor level 1 in your project browser, you're going to select floor. You have different types of floors. You got floor architectural, floor structural, floor by face, and floor slab edge. We're not ready for the floor slab edge yet, but we're going to go with the floor architectural. What normally pops up is a generic 12-inch piece of concrete. If you pull down to look at some of your choices, you got several choices, and actually we want to go with the generic 12-inch filled. Okay, I'm not sure what the difference is design-wise as far as in Revit, but we definitely want it to be full of concrete with no hollow spaces or anything of that nature. So 12-inch filled concrete floor. And that's not talking about the floor that we're going to actually walk on. It's going to have either some vinyl or some wood or maybe carpet or something like that over the top of that. But a regular flat slab on grade house like you would find here in Texas is going to have that 12-inch slab underneath. And that is a minimum according to Texas design regulations. There's a couple of things that we would like to do with this floor. So we're going to go to Edit Type, and we're going to duplicate it because we're going to add some actual flooring material to it, whatever your flooring material desires are. And I'm going to make mine. I really like hardwood floors, so that's what I'm going to add to mine, hardwood floors. So we'll change this to generic 12-inch filled /W or space W /. Now that's just the way I name it. You don't have to name yours that way. And I'm going to put hardwood. I could be more specific if I wanted to be. I could actually go out, shop for really nice flooring and create some graphics and everything else to go along with it. And feel free, I can show you how to do some of those things, but that's not required. So click OK, and I'm now in my new floor. I'm going to edit the structure. Structure is good, and the structure is simply 1 foot of concrete. I am going to add, so I'm going to click Insert, and I'm going to move this up because it's going to be above the core boundary, which is the concrete. It's going to be a thickness, probably about 3/4 of an inch. And what is it going to be? It doesn't like the way I entered that. Go into the material, pull that down, and we got different types of material, of course, as we've looked at before. Okay, so here's what I'm looking at. So I'm looking for, here's some oak flooring. I like oak flooring because it's light in color. I don't like the really dark hardwood floors. And of course, if I had pre-selected some flooring material, then I can go in here to identity and put the brand, the price, and everything else in here. And that is something that we definitely want to practice when we do that. I'm going to be satisfied with all the appearance and everything else. So I'm going to click OK. And it's not structure. If I look under the function column, it's not a structure function. It's going to be, it is going to be finish 1 or 2 actually. Finish 2 for interior. And I believe that is everything. So I'm going to click OK. And I'm satisfied with all of this. I'm going to click OK. And now I'm still in that floor tool. All I have to do is go around and click the walls. So click and join all my walls. I only know the one wall is going to create a problem, and that is right here. So I have to go in here, pick on that line, and drag that down, because we have to have a closed loop. Cannot have any open loops. All right, now I can click the check mark, and I have flooring. Now I could actually get a better view of this. If I click on my visual styles down at the bottom here, there's several selections down here. So visual style, hidden lines, I want to do realistic. And of course you see I have some really beautiful hardwood, kind of a light colored oak floors. But again, I don't want to work in that style, so I'm going to go back to hidden line. Now going to my 3D view, you see I now have a slab foundation. Now this isn't all of my foundation. There is some more that has to be added to this. We have to add stem walls and footings, which we will do later. But there is my 12-inch foundation, and of course here in the state of Texas there must be, on the outside here, there must be 6 inches between any earth, any fill, and the actual siding of the house, the brick siding, wood siding, or whatever siding it is. So this right here is perfect for Texas. Okay, that's it for creating floors. Next, I will show you how to create ceilings.